All right, match number 2 underway. Yajima, big shot on lane 19 to start. Here's the number 3 seed, taking on game 1 winner Ron Holt, 226-185 over Sam Carter.
Make a note here, Matt. I've out of all the games I've watched Junichi bowl this week, this is the first time I've seen him use this bowling ball. So he's been sticking with what we saw in the last few games of the cashers round. It's pretty much all I've seen in his hands throughout the week. So we'll see how this change works. He brought it out early in practice in between our cashers round and stepladder finals. So we'll see if this gives him a little bit better look as he looks to win 3 matches.
Yajima certainly won his fair share of events, won 40 titles in Asia. And according to our research, a lack of senior events in Japan led Yajima to join the PBA 50 Tour in 2001, I believe. And he's been a regular competitor out there and has made regular trips to the United States to compete against the best in the PBA, and of course has welcomed them on his home turf at the Japan Cup for many decades. Here he is, 60 plus, throwing bombs here. At the Super Senior Classic. Two for 2, so we are all knotted up. Holt and Yajima.
Looking to make it 3 for 3 here. Match number 2. Great shot. Poor result, 9-10. Junichi made a run at the top of the step ladder. Had led for a little bit early in round 2 before Ron Mohr turned things around and got back to the top of the standings and got pretty close in the last 2 games. Fired a big 266 in game 2 of the cashers round to close the distance within 20 pins.
A little bit of excitement there too, the string of strikes. And
yep, 8 in a row.
Anytime somebody gets 7, 8, 9 in a row, and always fun and exciting. And had a couple close calls this week, but as far as I recall, no 300s.
No 300s. We had a pair of 299s.
Here's Holt trying to get the first. He's perfect through 3 with the early advantage over Yajima. I want to say Holt snuck into the step ladder as he was in command of that 5th spot for most of today. But held off a couple competitors.
Certainly had to be a little nerve-wracking, and of course getting the opportunity to, with only 32 players, a pretty small gathering here, getting to keep tabs on everyone.
And he goes high, leaves the 310.
This looked pretty solid overall, though, here in the step ladders. 226 in the opener, defeating Sam Carter from California.
And that could have been more, had an open frame in the 10th. I think we'd turned our attention already to match number 2 at that point. Not sure if it was a scouting mission on that final shot or just a miscue, but match already in hand, and now turning his own focus to this match with Yajima. Yeah, he gets it the hard way. Crowd goes wild here at Samstown Bowling Center. Very nice support. Great staff here at Samstown, and of course Las Vegas, a big bowling town, so a lot of bowling fans around turning out this week. And many of the competitors for the Senior Masters already in town, perhaps getting a feel for the atmosphere here at Samstown. Here's Yajima. Cannot get the 10 to go. So we've got ourselves a 10-pin match here after 4 frames.
For Yajima, he's probably going to be our player furthest to the right on the lanes throughout the duration. Of course, Johnny Petraglia, left-handed. Ron Mohr has been consistently further left. So for Junichi, we'll see if that's an advantage or a disadvantage throughout. So probably not too many folks getting into what he's doing in the front part of the lane, but how it's reacting towards the end, whole different ball game. Great shot, fifth frame. Taking care of business. Was not going to leave a 9-pin on that one. Holt, great bounce back shot after leaving the 310 in the 4th. Still holds on to that 10-pin lead.
All right, halfway point of match number 2. Yajima and Holt, 10 pins. Big shot here for Holt. Went high on this lane last time, 310 to end his string of 3 consecutive strikes. Started last match with 5 out of the first 6. Goes high again. That's a mess.
3, 4, 6, 7.
So far, Mr. Smith, the scouting report we got earlier from Ron Mohr holding true. Lane 19 sparking a little bit. So whoever can figure out that lane, that could be the difference in this stepladder. Will it be Ron Mohr? He's your top seed. 1 win away from $6,500 bucks. The open frame for Holt gives Yajima a chance here.
Essentially moves into the lead with a mark, but can build some cushion if he's able to find a double left a 10-pin back in the 4th.
Big double opportunity here for Yajima. He delivers.
Comes in light and tosses him around.
He's got some friends here at Samstown and provided some information so the family at home in Japan can tune in. You're watching live coverage of the ITRC Super Senior Classic here on Bowl TV.
Push the lead at 24 with another strike. Almost comes in a bit high himself, but gets the hit. Gets the 3-bagger.
We recently saw live on CBS Sports Network the USBC Queens title heading back to Asia. Bernice Lim from Singapore taking home that title. International players this year having a lot of success on the ladies side. And now can Yajima find similar success here at the Super Senior Classic as Holt leaves the 10 pin. And he's going to fall farther behind here with just a few frames left. Hopefully Greg Mohr building a few extra dollars into the budget for international shipping for these trophies.
Let's see the bounce back shot here for Mr. Holt. 3, 4, 6, 7 last time on this lane. Much better result there. Delivers an 8. Once again, he's going to have to finish on that match, so we'll see if that's a continuing trend. Seeing if the higher seed will force his competitor to finish on 19. For Holt, he can still get into the 230s this game with 4 more strikes, so certainly not done yet. But might be running out of time soon with shots like that from Junichi Yajima.
Four-bagger and commanding lead here. Still can get to 268. Best Ron Holt can do, 234. Yajima put it out of reach here in the 9th frame.
Runs high on 19th. Haven't said that very often. Oh wait, yes we have. 4 pin.
Sets up the possibility of an interesting finish here, Mr. Smith.
Absolutely. Ron Holt will have the opportunity to step up in the 9th and 10th and put a lot of pressure on Yajima. Takes care of the spare max score for Junichi. 247 for Holt, 234.
If Holt can triple up here, he'll force Yajima to get at least good count on his first shot and a mark in the 10th. Big shot here for Holt.
Motors back. Great shot.
Now, challenging lane 19. Got to have a double here to at least have a chance in this match. You can get to 234. Again, that would force Yajima to get good count and a spare at least.
First shot of the 10th. Is it going to hold line? Runs high. 3, 6, 10. Can still get to 211 with the conversion. So Yajima would only need 3 pins essentially on his first shot to wrap things up here. And it's officially over now. 199. Junichi Yajima is going to advance to take on the Hall of Famer Johnny Petraglia, coming up next here on Bowl TV. Fantastic week for Mr. Holt, just like Sam Carter has been around the top 5 all week, so awesome performance for him, making his presence felt out here in Las Vegas on the lanes at Samstown. So great week for Ron. But much like Sam Carter, lane 19 ended up being his downfall. Final score, 236-199. Junichi Yajima